At Didlake, leadership means creating opportunity and thinking ahead. Leading Forward is a leadership series highlighting insights from leaders as we reflect, learn, and prepare for what's next. This is Leading Forward.
Paul, how do you define success in disability employment for our organization this year?
Oh, there's so many different ways that we could define success. I want to start with just the individual. Is there at least one individual that is in a better place because Didlake happened to be a part of their employment journey or happened to be a part of their job coaching journey? And so I start there because that's where the rubber really hits the road. We want folks to experience a better life because they have found fulfilling, competitive, integrated employment. Now, as I zoom out from that, I want that to happen over and over and over again so that there is 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 10 and then 100 and then 1,500, right? I mean, that we really expand that. So as the biggest metric and most important metric for me for this organization circles around how many jobs are we providing to folks for competitive integrated employment that might happen to have some disabilities, and how successful are they in those jobs?
What opportunities do you see on the horizon to expand employment for people with disabilities?
Well, I mean, what's the old saying? The world is my oyster. So every chance that we get, we want to do that. So we see that as a system, right? Ability One or programs like Maryland Works or in state use programs, we want to be able to expand and to really move those needles. And so those could be different kinds of jobs. Those could be different places, different geography. And Didlake's going to be locked into that. We're going to be locked into different kinds of jobs. We're actively exploring what would it look like for folks to be in certain technology jobs, certain sectors that the government is buying in pretty heavy doses and quantities, but then also to rely on our legacy jobs, which are amazing. They're fantastic. They're in great places. There's good pay. There's benefits attached to that. And how can we expand those too? Are there other buildings that we might be able to provide facility maintenance to or provide facility services to? Are there ways that we could increase the businesses in which we have relationships with for job coaching? So if someone wants to be a baker, we've got a place for them. If somebody wants to be if their brain fires a particular way and they're like, I can really do computer science, then we have a job for them. And so that gets mixed and matched. And so ultimately, there's all kinds of expansion that is there. But industry specific, we're looking to expand our legacy work that we do and really build on that legacy and then find new exciting markets that are good for the population that we serve.
Are there any new initiatives or programs that you are most excited about launching or expanding?
The biggest part, it is not a program, but the biggest thing I'm excited about for 2026 is that we will finalize developing the strategic plan and we will launch it. And so it's hard to pull back the curtain too much on what those new things will be because a lot of the strategic plan is developing the frameworks for us to be able to do some really exciting things for Didlake. And so not anything that I'm able to put my thumb on just yet. There's some things that, maybe in 2 months we'll be able to really express some real optimism for, but we're moving and grinding in the way that we need to make it happen.
What leadership priorities do you see as essential for advancing disability employment in the year ahead?
Well, the first is to keep the main thing the main thing. The goal has to remain, how do we improve the lives of people with disabilities? Are there ways, and Didlake wants to be associated with things that are doing that across the board. Is that new technology? And so that's why we're involved in places like the Innovation District that's being built from George Mason, because and helping literally build a robot with George Mason students that is ADA accessible, that will go and measure buildings and determine whether or not it's ready for ADA requirements. So autonomous robots, all the way to the work that we do, making sure that floors look great and bathrooms are, smell pristine. And so we're really navigating that as a collective. But in terms of what we need to do for leadership, right? It's to just remain that the individual is the most important concept. The individual is the most important thing. The individual, whatever they want, their choice, their freedom, their ability to decide is the most important thing. That's the philosophical backbone for all that we want to do. We happen to do that with employment. We happen to find tertiary ways in which folks are connected, whether that be through housing, whether that be through transportation, whether that be through activities of daily learning, whether that be technology. But the main thing is the main thing, and that's the person. And so that's not a real like leadership rah-rah, but that is who we fundamentally have to be.
If you could share one thing with the broader community about the importance of disability employment this year, what would it be?
You should hire people with disabilities. You should absolutely hire them. They are incredibly talented, they're incredibly worthwhile, and they're worth pouring into because they will pour into your work and your business.
Okay. Before we let you go, Paul, is there anything else that you would like to share today?
I am thankful for the work of places like Didlake because it means that the world is transitioning towards a better place. And so I'm excited to be a part of that, and hopefully we can find a new precipice for us to stand upon so that we can shout to the whole world that Didlake provides opportunities for people with disabilities so that their individual lives can be better.